Hello and welcome to another edition of Bombchu News. My name is Chris, I'm joined by Andron, and today we'll be covering the news that we found interesting.
Nintendo had a showing today of its upcoming Switch indie games, but after the show, developer Heart Machine revealed that Hyper Light Drifter will be heading to the Switch sometime this summer. Hyper Light Drifter took the critical world by storm a year or so back with a sharp design, moderate difficulty, and mysterious atmosphere. While only a summer release date has been confirmed so far, I would be surprised if there weren't some adjustments made to the game to utilize the new platform. I'm really excited for this release as HLD is one of my favorite games made in the past 5 years.
The next Assassin's Creed game might be going to Greece. The rumor, which comes from a quote, well-corroborated source, end quote, who had previously leaked that Assassin's Creed Origins would take place in Egypt, says that the next game in the series will release next year with Greece as a setting. The rumor also states that the game has been in development since the beginning of last year, before the release of Origins, and is expected to release for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One by the end of 2019. While I normally wouldn't give too much attention to these kind of rumors, this same source was right about quite a few things regarding Assassin's Creed Origins, and a Grecian setting would fit given the Greek influence you see and feel in Origins. Ancient Greece is one of my favorite historical settings, and if the next Assassin's Creed game is headed there, I just might have to give the series another shot.
Sadly, Zone of the Enders 3 will probably never happen due to the splitting of Kojima and Konami. However, all hope isn't lost. This September, Japan will be receiving a 4K remaster of Zone of the Enders: The Second Runner for both PS4 and PC. In addition to a completely rehauled visual presentation, this remaster will also be receiving remastered sound and PlayStation VR support to make an even more enticing package. There's no confirmation of a Western release for the game as of yet, but since the PS4 isn't exactly region-locked, with a little effort, newcomers and fans alike will have a chance to replay it once more.
Sea of Thieves officially launched this week, and it's already sailed into some rocky seas. Within the first 48 hours of launch, over 1 million players entered the world of Sea of Thieves. According to developer Rare, that's between 3 and 4 times as many players as they had in their biggest beta test, with over 5,000 people joining the game every minute at one point. This proved to be too much for their servers at first, with Rare stopping new players from entering the game for a while. However, the servers seem to be functioning just fine now, and everyone is able to enter the game, both new and old players. Early word on the game sounds positive, with a few people at Bombchu having a blast with the game. However, some of the community is already worried about content in the game, specifically the cosmetic options. Some players are saying that there are too few cosmetic items available, and are concerned that the game won't have much to offer them after a few days of play. However, others in the community did chime in to remind others that there is more content available once your pirate reaches legend status. Then, in a statement to IGN, Sea of Thieves executive producer Joe Neate stated, quote, "Sea of Thieves is designed from the ground up to be a game that grows and evolves, and we will release new cosmetic options ongoing as a part of that, alongside new mechanics and ways to play. Our focus for launch is delivering a great initial experience, and as we move beyond launch, we will be assessing and reacting to player feedback across all areas of the game. We have worked with our community throughout the development of Sea of Thieves, and that will continue in exactly the same manner beyond launch." End quote. It's good to see Rare responding to this kind of fan criticism early, as it would be very easy for them to ignore complaints about content and focus on things like server infrastructure, or to stay silent entirely. I'm looking forward to spending time in Sea of Thieves, as it seems like a lot of fun with a group of friends. Hopefully Rare keeps adding the kind of content that keeps players coming back for more.
Ubisoft is free from a Vivendi takeover thanks to the help of Tencent and a group of teachers. Vivendi has been slowly acquiring more and more of Ubisoft stock over the past few years until it sat at 27.5% ownership of Ubisoft. This raised alarms for the publisher as they feared a hostile takeover was in the works. However, Vivendi and Ubisoft have struck upon an agreement that makes both parties happy. Vivendi has agreed to sell its 30 million shares at $81 each to another publisher, Tencent, and the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan. There are a lot of shares that will be left over after these two groups purchase what they want, and Ubisoft will be purchasing some back for themselves to prevent future scares. Vivendi didn't lose out on much, however, as they are making out like bandits with around $2.5 billion being earned from the sale of stocks they purchased at almost a little more than a third of that price.
Well, that's all the news that we found interesting today. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.